Ever wondered what makes your computer work? The answer lies within its many components. These intricate pieces of technology come together to create the machines that play such a pivotal role in our lives. From the emails we send, to the games we play, and the information we search for, all of it is made possible by these incredible devices. Understanding how a computer works is akin to understanding a new language. It opens up a world of possibilities, allowing us to use these machines to their full potential. It's not just about using a computer, but using it well. Knowing what's under the hood can help you troubleshoot problems, upgrade your machine, or even build your own from scratch. So whether you're a tech enthusiast or just curious about the digital world, there's something to gain from this knowledge. Ready to dive in? Let's start with the heart of the computer, the motherboard. The motherboard, often called the main circuit board, is where the magic happens. This central hub of a computer is a technological marvel, a cityscape of circuits and connectors that ties everything together. Picture the motherboard as the heart of the computer. It's the component that pumps life into the rest of the system, orchestrating the symphony of electronic signals that make our computers work. It's the stage where the drama of computing unfolds, the platform where all the other parts of the computer come together to perform their individual roles. The motherboard is a host to many important residents, each serving a unique purpose. The central processing unit, or CPU, is often referred to as the brain of the computer. It's responsible for executing instructions and processing data. The memory modules, on the other hand, act as the computer's short-term memory, storing data temporarily while the computer is running. Other essential components find their home on the motherboard too. The graphics card, sound card, network card, these all connect to the motherboard and communicate with the CPU and memory. The motherboard also provides connectors for other peripherals, extending the computer's capabilities beyond its core components. These connectors, or ports, allow us to attach devices like keyboards, mice, printers, and monitors. They form the bridge between the computer and the outside world, allowing us to interact with the machine, and it to interact with us. But the motherboard isn't just a host and connector. It's a communicator, a translator, a coordinator. It facilitates communication between the different components, ensuring they all work together seamlessly. It translates the digital language of zeros and ones into actions, turning our keystrokes and mouse clicks into tasks and results. So that's the motherboard, the foundation of our computer. It's the bustling metropolis at the heart of every computer, where all the important parts come together to make the magic of computing possible. Now let's move on to the I/O ports. I/O ports, the gateways for communication with your computer. These interfaces, also known as input-output ports, are the unsung heroes of your computer setup. They allow you to connect a myriad of devices and peripherals to your computer, enabling a seamless flow of information. Consider some of the common I/O ports. There's the Universal Serial Bus, or USB, a standard port that can connect a wide range of devices from keyboards to cameras. Then, there's the High-Definition Multimedia Interface, or HDMI, which sends high-quality audio and video signals to your monitor or TV. And let's not forget the Ethernet port, your gateway to the World Wide Web, providing high-speed, wired internet access. These I/O ports, along with others, play a critical role in sending information to and from the processor and memory, ensuring your computer functions smoothly and efficiently. So those were I/O ports, the communication channels of your computer. But what are the devices that connect to these ports? I/O devices, the tools we use to interact with our computer. Now let's delve into the exciting world of input-output devices, or simply I/O devices. These are the hardware that allow us to communicate with our computer, giving it commands and receiving responses. Starting with input devices, these are the tools we use to send information to our computers. Think of a keyboard, where each key press sends a specific command to the computer. Or consider a mouse, which allows us to navigate on our screen and click on different elements. Scanners, too, are input devices, converting physical documents into digital data that the computer can process. But what happens once we've sent our commands to the computer? How do we see the results? That's where output devices come into play. They take the processed data and present it to us in a form we can understand. For instance, the monitor is probably the most common output device. It displays the visual results of our commands, whether that's a document we're typing, a video we're watching, or a game we're playing. Printers, on the other hand, provide a physical output, transforming our digital documents into tangible printed pages. And speakers, they play the sounds and music that accompany our digital experiences. It's important to note, however, that some devices can be both input and output devices. Take a touchscreen monitor, for example. It displays visual output, but it also takes input when you touch the screen. Headsets with microphones too are dual purpose, outputting sound into your ears and taking in your voice as input. So from the humble keyboard to the high-definition monitor, these I/O devices serve as our bridge to the digital world. They allow us to send our commands and perceive the responses, making our interaction with computers possible and, dare we say, enjoyable. Those are your I/O devices, your means of communication with your computer, but where does the information you input go? Well, stay tuned to find out. Memory, the storehouse of your computer. Let's delve into the world of memory, shall we? Picture memory as the brain of the computer. It's where all the data and instructions that your computer needs to operate are stored. But not all memory is created equal. There are two main types, RAM and ROM. RAM, or random access memory, is the workhorse of your computer. It's volatile, meaning it's wiped clean every time you shut down your computer, losing all the information stored in it. But why, you may ask, is this temporary memory so important? Well, when you're using a program or file, it's loaded into RAM for quick access. So the more RAM your computer has, the more tasks it can handle simultaneously without slowing down. Whether you're gaming, video editing, or simply have 25 tabs open in your browser, RAM keeps things running smoothly. Then there's ROM, or read-only memory. Unlike RAM, ROM is non-volatile. It retains information even when the power is off. The data stored in ROM is permanent, written during the manufacturing process, and cannot be modified. This is where your computer's firmware lives, the software that boots up your computer and initializes hardware when you first turn it on. So in a nutshell, RAM is your computer's short-term memory, remembering what you're actively doing, while ROM is the long-term memory, storing important boot-up instructions. Both are crucial for your computer's operation, but they serve very different roles. Understanding these nuances of memory can help you make more informed decisions when buying or upgrading a computer. For example, if you're a heavy multitasker, investing in more RAM could dramatically improve your computing experience. So that's memory, the storage unit of your computer. Now let's wrap everything up. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the motherboard to memory. We've journeyed inside the heart of a computer, exploring the intricate world of its components and how they interact to create the digital magic we experience every day. Our journey began with the motherboard, the main circuit board of a computer, the hub that houses the central processing unit, memory, and other essential components. It is akin to the central nervous system of our body, coordinating all functions and providing connectors for other peripherals. From there, we moved on to I/O ports, the gateways that allow us to connect input and output devices to the computer. Be it USB, HDMI, or Ethernet ports, they serve as vital bridges, transmitting information to and from the processor and memory. They are the silent facilitators, ensuring seamless interaction between the user and the computer. We then turned our attention to I/O devices, the tangible hardware we interact with. Input devices like keyboards, mice, and scanners capture our commands, while output devices like monitors, printers, and speakers communicate the computer's responses. They form the interface that makes our interaction with technology possible. Lastly, we delved into memory, the physical devices for storing data temporarily or permanently. We discussed the roles of RAM, or random access memory, and ROM, or read-only memory, in the functioning of a computer. They are the keepers of information, holding data in trust until it's needed for processing. In this brief journey, we've gained a deeper understanding of what makes a computer tick. It's a complex, intricate world, but with each exploration, we come closer to grasping its workings. There's always more to learn, more to explore, and we hope you'll continue this journey with us. Thank you for joining us on this journey inside a computer. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Keep supporting and watching for more educational content.